A busy gym can sell several thousand memberships against a floor that holds a few hundred people at once. The entire model depends on one thing, that most of the people paying will never turn up. You are not really the customer. Your absence is the product. That single idea explains almost everything about how the business is run, so it is worth understanding before you buy one. Start with what it costs to open the doors, because the number is larger than people expect. A gym is a warehouse full of expensive metal. The plate-loaded machines, the racks, the cardio equipment, the free weights, the flooring built to take a dropped barbell, all of it costs a great deal, and a full commercial fit-out of a serious-sized gym runs comfortably into 6 figures, sometimes well beyond. Then the building itself, which you are almost certainly renting, and it is a big building, because floor space is the whole product. A gym needs a lot of square footage, and square footage on a lease is a large, fixed monthly cost that does not care how many people came in today. Then the running of it. The electricity to light and heat a hall that size. The hot water for showers, which is one of the quiet, serious costs nobody thinks about. The cleaning, the maintenance, the insurance, the staff, and the endless servicing of machines that are being used, or abused, for hours every day. So you have very high fixed costs, a large rent, and a room that is expensive to run whether it is full or empty. Against that, you sell a membership for a modest monthly sum. And here is where the absence becomes the point. The most profitable member of any gym is the one who never comes. They pay every month, they use no hot water, they wear out no machines, they need no staff attention, and they cost the business almost nothing. They are pure margin, arriving by direct debit, requiring nothing in return. The member who actually turns up is the expensive one. They use the showers, they wear the equipment, they fill the car park, they need the classes and the staff and the heating turned up. The person using the gym is the person eating into the margin. The person paying and staying home is the person funding it. So the entire economic engine of a gym is not the fee. It is the gap between the number who pay and the number who show up, which is why the floor space maths works at all. If everyone who held a membership actually tried to use the gym in the same week, there would be nowhere to stand, no machine free, and a queue out of the door. Picture it plainly, a few hundred spaces, a few thousand members, and a single wet Monday evening in January when a large fraction of them all decide at once that tonight is the night. The car park fills, then overflows. Every treadmill is taken, with people waiting behind them. The changing rooms cannot cope, the showers run cold, and the staff cannot move. That evening is not a good day for the business. It is a glimpse of the thing the business is quietly built to make sure never happens. The gym is permanently sold beyond its own capacity, in the calm knowledge that the capacity will never be tested, because human beings are reliably worse at going to the gym than they intend to be. You can see the whole model in one moment of the year. In the first weeks of January, a large share of the entire year's sign-ups arrive at once, full of resolve. By spring, a great many of them have quietly stopped, and most will not come back. The gym is not disappointed by this. It planned for it. The January rush is not a surge of customers. It is a surge of future non-attenders, signing up to fund the machines they will use 4 times and then forget. And once you are in, the business has one more quiet advantage, and it is the part that has drawn the attention of regulators. A gym membership is one of the easiest things in the world to start, and it has often been made quietly hard to stop. The sign-up takes minutes and happens the moment your motivation is highest. The cancellation, at various points and various gyms, has meant minimum terms, notice periods, specific windows, letters rather than clicks, and rolling contracts that renew themselves while you are not looking. This asymmetry has not gone unnoticed. In the United Kingdom, the competition authorities have previously taken action over gym contract terms considered unfair to consumers, precisely because the difficulty of leaving was doing so much of the work. The point, for our purposes, is not the rules. It is what the rules reveal. A meaningful part of the money in this industry has sat in the gap between how simple it is to join and how awkward it is to leave. So consider what you are actually running. You are running a building whose costs are almost entirely fixed, sold to far more people than it could ever hold, dependent on those people not arriving, most profitable when it is least used, and reliant on human weakness as a core part of the plan. It is a strange business when you look at it directly. Its best customer is the one who feels worst about themselves, the one who pays out of guilt and hope and shows up out of neither. You are not really selling exercise. You are selling the ongoing intention to exercise, which is a product people will pay for far longer than they will ever use it. And that is the vulnerability too, because the model has a natural enemy, and it is anything that lets a person keep the intention without the direct debit. The home workout, the cheaper app, the gym down the road that undercuts you and pulls away the paying ghost you were quietly depending on. Your revenue was never really tied to the value you delivered. It was tied to how long people were willing to keep paying for a version of themselves they had not quite become. So if you decide to open a gym, understand what you are actually buying. You are not buying a fitness business. You are buying a large fixed cost wrapped around a room filled with more promises than it could ever keep at once, kept afloat by the reliable fact that most people who mean to come will not. You are selling the intention. You are banking on the absence. And the day everyone you sold to actually decided to turn up would be the day the whole thing stopped working.